Hull City are unchanged from that victory at Cardiff City. What a turnaround it was in the second half. It was a helter-skelter match. Nathan Baxter stays in goal. Cyrus Christie, Tobias Figueiredo, Alfie Jones, Jacob Greaves the back four. Ryan Wood, Jean-Michael Seri, sitting midfielders. And then the four up top, Doherty, Slater, Longman and Pelkas, who will all be hoping to be in amongst the goals. There's a suspicion that potentially Pelkas could go up front today, but the easy choice and the more noticeable choice would be if Longman was to stay up front in replace of Oscar, who serves the final match of a 3-match suspension. The bench for the Tigers is Matt Ingram, Louis Coyle, Callum Elder, Dugan Sinek, Ozan Tufan, Tyler Smith and Sean McLaughlin. So no place in the team today for Brandon Fleming. Baxter with a long ball away just to get the Reading defence backpedaling. Hull City will partially regather inside the Reading half. The ball breaks to Greaves, and Greaves now in field towards Slater, spots himself in between the lines of midfield and defence. Slater moving the ball right to Woods, over now to Christie. Christie with Rahman close by. Christie moving inside, thinking about a cross, still holding on to it as he moves more central. Doherty, 3 in front of him in blue and white. Longman in the area, looking to work an angle to shoot. He does just that. Took a deflection on the way through, and 2 was waiting at the back post. Pelkas, the leading man, couldn't stick a toe out as Longman took the shot on, and it's the first corner of the afternoon, and promise on the horizon in the first 6 minutes from Hull City through 2 good chances. So if Hull City don't get a head of steam up early, it may hinder them as the game wears on. Seri on corner duty, he delivers, it's headed away by the 6-yard line. Woods back into an unmarked Figueiredo. What a save from Bozanis. He tips it away to his left-hand side, but Paul Ince, the Reading manager, immediately looks to his dugout. He will be disgusted at how Figueiredo had so much space. And from 7 or 8 yards, he got his header on target. And again, conversations being had by the referee to those who are muddled up near the penalty spot. 4 apiece in black and amber, and then in blue and white. Pelkas in the 6-yard box has got hands all over him by Hendrick. In comes the delivery! Jacob Greaves has planted it into the net! He backed himself to score more goals this season, and he has his first goal at the MKM Stadium, and it's the perfect end to score it in front of. A raucous celebration from the North Stand, and Hull City up and running early doors. 8 minutes gone, Hull City 1, Reading 0. His dad scored goals at the old Bouffary Park, and Jacob Greaves now has his first goal on his home patch. And play continues. Blackpool are down to 10 men in their match at Wigan this afternoon. They haven't even played a quarter of the match yet, and Blackpool have yet another red card to their collection this season. Hull City, though, if you are just joining us on audio, lead by 1-0. Jacob Greaves with a 9th-minute header planted into the back of the net, and he gets his head to the ball again, and now he'll use his feet as the ball broke to the Reading midfield as they tried to keep the momentum going. Slater now battling away with... Oh, now then, massive error. Slater, what a chance maybe. Bazounis has really messed up his clearance away. Slater held on to it for too long. He sets it to Ryan Longman. The attack can still materialise here. Woods, middle of the Reading half, floats it wide towards Christie. Christie again, now into the penalty area. Woods to his outside. Christie delivering to the back post. It's overhit and it goes out of play. But what a chance for Regan Slater, who failed to capitalise on a mistake by Bozanis, who sliced his ball horribly, actually went behind him inside the penalty area. Slater gathered he was under pressure, tried to create the angle. I don't think he realised that the goal was completely wide open to aim at. Working the ball across the defence to Mbengi. Now for Rahman. Rahman at left back this afternoon. Last time they played here, them two were the other way around. There's Bozanis bringing the ball well outside his penalty area to the right, sending the ball long down the line towards Shane Long. Shane Long will gather, trying to pull Alfie Jones with him to create space in behind. Tom Ince from a long way out, taking the shot on. The ball could still pop to Hoylett. Hoylett taking the shot on, and it was slow and agonising for the defence to watch, and Baxter pushes it away with his right glove, forces a corner kick. Biggest save that Baxter has had to make, but Reading, even though they managed to prize the ball into a shooting chance, made it a bit difficult inside the area, but Hull City make it difficult for themselves defensively. Lots of noise inside the MKM Stadium as the ball is whipped in. Christie didn't get the necessary touch, and Reading have equalised here. Sprinting away is Yako Mete, who is the winner of the raffle inside the 6-yard box. I think Cyrus Christie was the one who flicked it towards the back post, and Reading have capitalised. Nathan Baxter doesn't appear too happy as the players walk back to halfway. Reading, who have looked a bit shaky at times, but so too have Hull City. And it's the same scenario at Cardiff, only in the first half this time. Hull City led 1-0 and their opposition pegged them back to 1 goal apiece. Alfie Jones now working the ball across to Figueiredo as Hull City slow it down. Figueiredo trying to play it up towards Ryan Longman. This time the flag stays down against him as he's in the centre. Seri going wide towards Pelkas. Pelkas to deliver. There is a man waiting at the back post. It's Slater, the ball. He's going to travel all the way through to him. Gathers it near the corner flag in the end. He'll partner up with Greaves. Slater, the man with a brace at Cardiff, out wide for now. Playing it to Seri, who's 30 yards out. Hendrick stands bang in front of him. Hendrick has to shuffle between Longman and Seri as they combine together. Seri finds Woods. Woods shoots but goes wide of the target. Almost ending a colossal length of time from his last goal to this. Didn't make the side netting ripple, but Woods doing the right thing inside the penalty area, 15 yards out, taking it on from the right of the box. It's gathered by Rahman, now into midfield with Hendrick. Back it goes into their defence on halfway with Tom Holmes. Forward the ball goes down the right-hand side. Greaves pushes across, can't get to the ball in time. Ince will now run at Seri. Seri pushing and shoving, trying to knock him off his feet and take the ball with him, but he's found Yardom into the area where it's met by Mete, whose header down into the ground is parcelled up by Baxter. And again, not for the first time, not even the second time, the fans implore him to try and get the ball moving quicker. Figueiredo gets a bit lucky as he tries to play the ball smartly, but Shane Long was always on his case. Longman, an advantage is given as Seri was bumped over in the middle of the Reading half. Coyle to Seri now, back on his feet, spots a pass to Cynic. Tufan, Greaves now on the left. Greaves has gone for a cross which had zip and curve. Didn't find anybody though. 22 minutes to go. The Hull City fans encouraging whenever the Tigers get forward. And Jacob Greaves this time out left-hand side, trying to whip the ball in again in the same fashion he did against Cardiff. With the ball in the midfield as both teams to and fro with possession. The ball eventually breaks now. There's going to be 4 minutes of injury time. Louis Coyle now to Seri. The backroom staff of the Tigers still, I think, protesting about the penalty claim for Seri, as Seri has it in the centre circle and he's played it forward. Rahman, he can't get the connection needed. Coyle across the area, flicked. Oh, Bazanis was travelling towards the far post, but he stretches out a left arm to stop the ball pinballing its way over his goal line. He clutches onto it 4 yards out. Longman was trying to connect with Coyle's cross, surrounded by two in blue and white. What a chance that was. Cynic down this left-hand touchline, having a run this time at Junior Hoylett. It's into Longman and Cynic. Cynic trying to step back away from Hoylett to get a crossing angle. Tufan, edge of the area, will deliver. It goes through towards Louis Coyle. He can control it. He drops the ball to Seri in the area, who tries to flick it into the feet of Slater. Reading read it and clear it away. Carroll trying to now unleash Lucas João, who's barely had any of the ball since he's come on. Across comes Greg Doherty. Free kick goes against the Tigers. Doherty is certainly puzzled by that decision. And 7 in a line for Hull City as it's delivered towards the back post. Up goes Andy Carroll, it has gone in! Reading right at the end! Andy Carroll leads his team away to celebrate, and Reading, who have defended with all their might, have snatched all the points. Liam Rosenior shakes his head. Most of the Reading fans are down to the front of the stand. In the 94th minute, Reading have won it from a set piece. Shock and horror around the stands as plenty in Hull City colours head for the exits. Doherty was judged to have tripped Lucas João, which resulted in Tom Ince's free kick. Andy Carroll towered the tallest in the penalty area. I think it may go down as yet another own goal, you know.